Welcome to Tantric Sexuality and Intimacy. Yay! What the heck is this Tantra thing? Eastern spiritual tradition, has a whole history, background, emerged out of a certain culture, and has moved to the West to meet the dire needs that we have here that it has to offer us. I understand Tantra as being a spiritual path for myself, and Tantra, the word literally means like Tantra if you split it up. Sanskrit words have multiple meanings. It's part of the history of the language, but means literally like tools of expansion. So you could say anything that expands you is Tantra. What can expand you? Well, there's a culture in the West of deep sexual shame. And Tantra asks, how can the things that are normally antithetical to spiritual growth or purity, how can those actually be the tools for expansion for us? Mm-hmm. How can we use the things that are forbidden, that are taboo, that are not allowed, as ways to find more liberation, as ways to connect to more love? So how can lust be used in a way that cultivates love? How can the things that we have shame around be tools for or part of our liberation, are the questions that Tantra asks. And another question to ask is, how can we find freedom outside of rather the question is, if we find freedom within the normal confines and boxes and social expectations of society, are we really free? And so it asks us to expand ourselves beyond the normal ego identities we have and the normal social boxes that we put ourselves in as a way to expand ourselves and find more liberation. And Samenda, I'm wondering if you would like to share your answer to that question as you wish.
What is Tantra? Well, I have to say that I don't really know how to fit that into a sentence or something, because I also know that it's so different for everyone. And there's, like you already said it, there's so many flavors to this. And I have to say that I've been to many workshops where I was like, no, that's not my flavor. I think, and I was actually pondering this yesterday, there's this, let's call it flavor of Tantra that is more, you already said it, like esoteric, and kind of stays away from the actual practical, the sex part as well, and kind of the thing that I really needed when I was looking for expansion and liberation in intimacy and in sexuality. So for me, Tantra is a way of shedding light on all the darkness as well, giving me tools to play. Play is a big part for me, to really shame, to decondition, and through this path, I really could feel into what sexuality and connection even means to me. And that goes so far beyond one person or the person that I feel romantically attracted to. For me, it really expanded just connection to the world and just to my life and what I'm doing and the people that I meet. And it can be a stranger or it can be my parents, it's about that connection. So I think that's it for me, the practical tools for liberation and the connection with humans, which is the best thing ever. And in a way that also took the pressure off of whatever sexuality should mean. And that relaxing feeling, that finally, that feeling, we're gonna talk about that, what that means and how you can get there, of course.
And then we can lift our eyes up, and if we meet someone near us, see if you wish to partner for the activity.